Hi, welcome to today's Local Spotlight. I am Neneh Biffinger, your trusted real estate expert with Location RE. Again, want to welcome you to today's Local Spotlight. It's so important. I really believe right now as a community, especially in these times, that we really need to support and celebrate our small businesses and our nonprofits, which is why I host these on a regular basis. It's a session that happens a couple of times a month, and I'm always looking for new businesses and nonprofits to support and celebrate as well. Today, though, is a business that is one I have personally been a patron, recruiter, and promoter of for over 15 years because of the personal care, communication, and trust that she instills in her business, which is going to be a part of the conversation for the topics that we have today. I am so excited to have Nancy Saunders with us today. Again, as a customer and business collaborator, it's really important for me to highlight her today. She has been a registered massage therapist for over 20 years who specializes in orthopedic massage for chronic pain and injury or surgery rehabilitation. She supports clients and their caregivers living through life-altering diseases like cancer, MS, or Parkinson's. And she also provides certified prenatal postpartum massage therapy care. Nancy also teaches at the Boulder Massage Therapy Institute and focuses on business skills, ethics, and client communication as a fun and creative means of growing a business and maintaining a clientele. Nancy founded Saunders Massage Therapy Clinic in 2006 with the goal of creating a peaceful and soothing sanctuary where clients can have some private me time. She feels it's important to spend extra time with her clients, listening to their concerns and providing professional resources to meet their needs, which I can personally attest to that she really does. So Nancy, this is a great summary of what you do and what you have done and about you and your services. Tell us now what actually draws you to massage therapy as a business.
Well, first of all, thank you, Neneh, for having me on your spotlight. I really appreciate it. And it's been a pleasure having you as a client for all these years. And that's exactly what draws me to it is people like you. I love nurturing and caring for people of all backgrounds. I see traveling business people who are fatigued from the travel or from being at their computers all day. I see stressed out mothers who just need a little downtime. They love their kids, they love their spouse, but sometimes it's okay to take a break because if you're feeling good, you bring that feeling back home and your entire household feels good. My clientele has changed so much over the years, according to sometimes how my life has changed. I've worked with a lot of athletes, especially back when in my really big athletic days and everything, which over the decades has waned a little bit, and that's okay. Being married and looking to have children, brought me into the prenatal and postpartum phase, loving to take care of women during their prenatal time. When is the best time to get a massage as your body is constantly changing? And then now with parents getting older and relatives getting older, as we are dealing with life-changing illnesses like cancer, dementia, sometimes just old ageisms, we need to give a lot more care, and we're kind of in that sandwich generation. I'm finding a lot of my clientele now is in a sandwich of taking care of their elderly parents and still taking care of their young children at home. Sometimes they feel like they're failing on both ends, not giving enough time to both of them. So I like to try to give them that space of reassurance and of calm, and that they're doing okay. Give yourself a break. You're doing the best you can.
Which is so important in these times right now. There's a lot of people that just don't feel like they're doing enough, or how do they survive? Or like you said, parents, they have just really taken on a whole new role and a whole new stress with having kids at home. And they absolutely need to be able to decompress and go somewhere for someone to care for them instead of them having to care for someone else constantly. Absolutely. I think that it's so true. And I think it's relevant as well for you to have the background of sports therapy and being an athlete to be able to focus on what people need and really just going back to that client connection that you have, that it doesn't matter, even if you aren't currently pregnant, you still know how to help that client that is, because you connect with them and you know how to help them.
It's really helpful to try to put yourself into their shoes, gain that perspective. Think about what they must be going through in their lives on a daily basis. And then how is that translating into the tension in their bodies, or, maybe the tension in their thoughts and minds? And, how can you relieve that? How can you mirror that back to them and show that you truly understand? These are some of the things that I really enjoy talking to new massage therapists and current massage therapists. I really love to mentor other massage therapists and help them along their way. I've been doing this for a long time, trying to instill the things that I have learned. Trial and error sometimes, a lot of successes balanced with some failures. So I'm having a nice time trying to relay what I have learned to others. Try to help them get to some of those shortcuts a little bit, help them to avoid some of those pitfalls and really only have successes. Through my career, I understand, and I think that my experience as being an employee as well as the massage director at Colorado Athletic Club for over 10 years really helped me to learn a lot of skills, and being in charge of a large staff of massage therapists and guiding them onto the success in their own right as a massage therapist in the club system. And after I left there, I went to a massage clinic where I was an independent contractor. So taking that leap of faith of leaving an established club system and going off on my own and starting my business within a massage clinic, was daunting. But I really, again, learned a lot of great skills from being on my own. After a few years of that, I really felt ready to go 100% solo practitioner and open up my own office. Once again, feeling daunting and making these big decisions. So that is what I'm trying to focus on right now, is helping people who are going through a transition. Maybe you are leaving an established corporate system and you've been there for a while, but now you feel like you want to go off on your own. I want to try to give you that handhold. I want to try to just help you move through those transitions and give you the education to know that it's going to be okay to do this.
Absolutely. I love that you also say it's about working smarter, not harder, which amen, sister. Like, we all need to focus on that. And you also mentioned that you love to share some of the skills that you have learned. So right now, what would be some of the top skills that you would share with someone who is either trying to go out on their own as a massage therapist or in business in general, to really stay organized or to really be smart about what they're doing? What would you share with them?
Well, first of all, as a therapist, you really need to know who you are and what your skills are. What can you provide for that client? Thus, what are the clients that you will bring back to you? So you need to be strong in yourself and not be everything to everyone. It's okay to not be everything to everyone. Be really, really good in what you do, and you will bring that type of clientele in. But also keep a very strong professional network so that you can refer them to, say, a chiropractor or a physical therapist or an energy practitioner or any skill that you don't do. Be able to have that good professional network. Organize yourself and have good communication and establish trust. And all three of those go together: organization, communication, and trust. You really can't have one without the other. And your clients will appreciate that, and they will understand that.
Again, I just think it's so awesome that it's very broad. Anybody really can take this advice. I mean, it's knowing who you are as a business owner or in whatever you're doing, massage or anything else. And then that helps you know what kind of clientele so that you can focus. Because I think you're absolutely right. It's so smart to not try to be everything to everybody. The more focused you can be, the more valuable you are to those people that you are marketing to or catering to. And I think that's so smart.
And that's what I try to convey to some of the massage therapists that I'm tutoring, mentoring, and teaching. Yes, what I just said was pretty broad. When I get together one-on-one with a massage therapist, it's all about learning about them. that therapist, their practice, their focus. And that's where my hand holding and that's where my guidance helps to narrow down that focus, because it's not cookie cutter. Massage therapy and the business of massage therapy is not cookie cutter at all, and should never be cookie cutter. And so even though these are broad concepts, we will work together and find the niche that works the best for you, your clientele, and what you are trying to achieve.
I will second you on it's not cookie cutter, because it is the reason I keep coming back to you, because maybe I would occasionally go somewhere else to see, because scheduling or something like that, not because I was cheating on you, but mainly because of scheduling. But no, it's so true. It's not cookie cutter. Not every massage therapist is the same, and that's okay. Sometimes it's better for someone else, and whatever. So going to the organization, which you had mentioned a bit ago yesterday, you also highlighted a couple of things that were important for that. So whether it is a person within a clinic or maybe working somewhere else, or someone that is looking to branch out on their own, or if they are on their own and they really want to do it better, what are some of those areas that you would specifically?
Well, I have to say that one of the things that I learned when I was working at the athletic club, because it is a corporate structure and there was a lot of wonderful things to learn through a corporate structure, is the concept of always thinking 3 months in advance on everything, on ordering your supplies, on knowing when your clientele may be up or down, and also being prepared for if you're going to be doing gift card sales or any kind of promotions within your business. What is timely? So what I've liked to do, and what has kind of been my Bible, is I actually just take a nice analog calendar and I go through and I write down what some of the specific dates are going to be that are pertinent to my clientele, whether it's athletes. So then what big athletic events are going to be coming up? The MS 150, Ride the Rockies, something like that. When is school going in and out? Both for college, because my office is next to the University of Denver, as well as people who have kids in high school or elementary school. People will be like, I don't know what my schedule is when the kids are out of school yet. I don't know what my schedule is when the kids are going back in school yet. So you may be seeing a dip in your clientele because of that. So you can also anticipate growth and dips financially, and you can plan financially for those types of things. But also, again, it goes to communication. Clients will realize, oh my gosh, you remembered that I do the Ride the Rockies. And so you sent me, an email or a flyer, or you sent me some stretches that are pertinent to my training in preparing for the Ride the Rockies. Take that for an example. How about Christmas gift cards? That's the hugest time for us to be able to send gift cards. As always, it's December 25th. But you need to go in advance. When do you start advertising? You usually start advertising around December 1st. When do you start putting that marketing together or ordering those supplies? Probably into November. You need to start making sure that you have ordered your gift cards, that you have put together your promotional plan, that you have all your artwork ready to go. So that on December 1st, it's a click of a button, or it's throwing things in the mail if you're still doing mailers. But whatever your process is, just make sure that you give yourself enough lead time so that everything is in place. Not to mention, if it's during the holidays, you want to enjoy the holidays too. Why make it more stressful for yourself? Get planning in advance.
Absolutely. And I do love that you do that, because my husband and I, we get the birthday cards from you, and it is so nice because not every vendor does that, or every small business owner does that, and it makes you stand out, and it does keep you more connected with your clientele. And I absolutely agree, it is so smart, and that plan ahead is really important. I mean, there's a reason why when you go into a retail store and it's October, you see Christmas stuff there, planning ahead, right? So
maybe, yeah, maybe no, in your office, maybe October's not the right time to be putting up the Christmas tree and everything, but at least in your head and on your desktop, you should be having that stuff together. Mentioning the birthday cards brings me to another thought of, I also really stress to my therapists and my students, keep one foot in the analog world as well as one foot in the digital world. Blend and marry those, it's a nice balance. Of course, doing everything digitally is very easy. You can get a mass audience, and it's most likely free to be able to do that. But do not discount the personal touch of a handwritten envelope with a stamp on it and a little handwritten card inside, that just has a nice little message, couple of sentences, and then you sign your name to your client. How many times do you get a handwritten envelope in the mail along with all the bills, along with all the flyers and everything? It stands out and it's always appreciated. And it's just fun to do.
It's a dying art, I swear. Handwritten letters is just a dying art. And I think it is, I'm so with you. I high five you on that because I really believe it does help you stand apart and it means something to somebody. I know I open, when you're saying through those bills, I open the first thing that has a handwritten thing to it versus the pre-printed. So it is such a big difference. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is there anything else that, before you give it all the way, is there anything else that you want that's a top tip? And if not, will help people understand how to connect with you. Is there anything else specifically feels important to share?
Well, I'd really like to share how people can communicate with me on a personal basis if they would like to consult with me on improving their business. Again, I'm working with people who are just getting started in the business, or maybe they are leaving a corporate structure, a corporate massage entity, or maybe their business is on that tipping point of, well, I've been on my own for a few years. I've had a marginal success, but something has got to give. Either I'm going to be super successful by doing something and I'm going to go up, or it's time for me to just go ahead and get a different career, which to me breaks my heart. I know how hard it is to be a massage therapist, and tuition is not cheap. It's around $12,000-$13,000 to be able to go through a massage therapy program, not to mention the year of your life that you have put into it. It breaks my heart if a massage therapist is forced to leave the industry because of economic issues. If it's other issues, you've lost interest or anything like that, then that's fine. But if it's economic issues, please reach out to me. I would love to be able to help keep you on track. Contact me through my website, saundersmassagetherapy.com. I have a contact page. You can give me a call. I would love to be able to communicate and connect with all of you, whether you're in the Denver area, because my office, of course, is in Denver, but with Zoom and with digital media now, you can be in Timbuktu and we can still connect and we can still consult.
And I think it's super valuable in the fact that you do have industry experience. And like you said, you've done all of the different types of massage therapy that there are institutionally, whether it's at a big organization all the way to on your own. And even during these times when COVID has affected high touch services, and you were able to grow your business, which I think is just testimonial to you absolutely have worth and value to be able to share with people that need help and that want to make that.
Well, I graduated from the Boulder College of Massage Therapy back in '92. So I am creeping up on 30 years of doing massage therapy. And you and I were discussing earlier the various pitfalls that have happened over the decades, economically or pandemic-wise. The Great Recession of 2008, 9, and 10 was a huge focal point and was fairly disastrous for a lot of people in my industry. And now we're dealing with the after effects of COVID-19. But those are the things that can really spur you to action. Sometimes we tend to get a little complacent and we tend to just sit back on our laurels and we adopt and keep holding on to that status quo. Why? Sometimes, as sucky as recessions and pandemics are, sometimes those are the things that really spur you into action.
Yes, innovation is what happens.
Innovation, exactly, and can really help you to look at things in a totally different way. And maybe it's things that you had always wanted to implement, but you didn't think it was the right time, or you were too busy or too sidetracked. Now's the time to do it. And by embracing new ideas, reaching out to your colleagues, collaborating, asking other professionals, how are you doing it? It could be professionals in the massage business or in the service business or even in the restaurant business or any business. Just keep reaching out and asking for advice and help and listen to other people's stories. Get inspired. Listen to your clients. I've been mostly inspired by listening to my clients. I love to send out my MailChimp newsletters, email newsletters on a regular basis, at least once a month. How do I get most of my ideas? Is from listening to you guys. It's just, we're just chatting and you're telling me about some of your concerns. And sometimes I'm hearing like the same concerns or questions over and over again. And I'm like, this sounds like maybe it could be addressed in a MailChimp newsletter. So just listen, pay attention, open your eyes, be aware.
I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, so to wrap this up and just to give us a little bit more insight into you, I'm curious, when all this craziness was happening, what was the one thing that you couldn't wait to do? Or actually, I guess I should ask you because you had mentioned it. What can't you wait to do when all the
Right.
craziness is over?
Technically, I am not supposed to be like shaking people's hands or giving them a hug. And I so miss that because I'm so used to when people come in, I love to give them a nice handshake, or if I don't know them at first. And of course, if I know you pretty well, I'm like, get over here. And I love to give people a nice big hug, you know. I miss that. I miss that, you know, as some of the memes are saying, when this is all over, I'm a hugger and it's going to get crazy in here, you know.
I love it.
But
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yes,
but
because
I
you were
still,
taking all of the safety precautions in there. I can attest to that as well. And then you are obviously giving us massage,
hello, hello,
but yet you can't even get person
hello,
left
here's
a
my little
hug.
thermometer. I can show you my air purifier. That's what I did. You know, it's like, I felt like a school child when I came back after quarantine. You know, it's like, what did you do over summer vacation? It's like, no, what did you do over quarantine? And some of my clients, I think, thought that I was relaxing, reading a book, catching up on my movies and all that. I'm like, no, actually I wasn't. It was the constant shopping for PPE and figuring out what PPEs I should have. And again, talking and collaborating with other businesses to find out what protocols are you taking on. And of course, WHO and CDC and the mayor of Denver and the governor of Colorado and DORA. So, and the American Massage Therapy Association and the Association of Massage and Bodywork Professionals. So just making sure to stay on loop and on par with all of the entities that can advise you.
And I know that you are also taking extra steps because a little birdie who is a friend of mine that also has a business in your same building said she saw you in the bathroom cleaning down all the high touch spots because you wanted your clients to feel comfortable there. So I thought that was pretty awesome.
Well, yes. If I feel like I have peace of mind that everything is as clean as possible. In fact, one second. Here is just a small sampling of some of my PPE, but yes, I will take out my Clorox and I will wipe down common surfaces in my professional office building because I want to know that I feel safe, thus then my clients can feel safe. You know, I want to, I tell my clients that I take post-quarantine very seriously, and we are here to respect and protect each other.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Nancy, thank you. This was a lot of great information. I know that the audience will find it very valuable. I will be posting the video and I will include all of Nancy's contact information so that you can schedule a much needed massage with her and take advantage of her fabulous services, or as well with her business consulting services. So you'll be able to reach out to her. We do have a couple more sessions coming up with some other local spotlights. So on Wednesday, July 22nd at 12 p.m., we have Homemade Colorado. This is an organization that really brings people together to complete construction projects, provide critical resources to nonprofit care providers who also assist those in the community at a high risk of homelessness, including young mothers. will be Gourmet to Go. This one was just added, and that is going to be on Tuesday, August 4th at 12:15. This is an amazing small business who has provided delicious, healthy meals, who had to pivot during COVID, and now they offer them for businesses as well as nonprofits, and a really great opportunity to learn more about them. I also have some dates for future time. So if you know any other businesses or nonprofits who you believe need to be spotlighted and celebrated, please let me know. Again, I'm Neneh Biffinger. If you have any questions or know anyone who needs help with real estate or anything else, I have a lot of resources and my passion is to help. So please connect with me and I would love to help you or anyone else that you know. Thanks again, Nancy. Have a great rest of your week and see y'all next time.
Thank you, Neneh. Stay safe, stay well, and by all means, stay sane.
Good. I like it. Thank you.